Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Bible Study. Continuing on in Matthew 11. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. For all the prophets and the law professed until John. And if ye will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come. He that have ears to hear, let him hear. But whereunto shall I like this generation? It is like unto children sitting at the markets, calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, He hath a devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, Behold, a man gluttonous, and a winebibber, a friend of the publicans and sinners, but wisdom is justified of her children. Then began he to upbraid the cities whereunto most of his mighty works were done, because they repented not. Woe unto thee, Chorazin! Woe unto thee, Bethsaida! For if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at the day of judgment than for you. So that was pretty deep, very involved. I want to read that in the New Living. The Lord is definitely calling them out. And it was actions like this that began to cause them seeking to kill him. And from the time of John the Baptist began preaching until now, the kingdom of heaven has been forcefully advancing, and violent people are attacking it. For before John the Baptist came, all the prophets and the law of Moses looked forward to this present time. And if ye are willing to accept what I say, he is Elijah, one of the prophets said would come. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. To what can I compare this generation? It is like children playing a game in the public square. They complain to their friends. We played wedding songs and you didn't dance. So we played funeral songs and you didn't mourn. For John didn't spend his time eating and drinking, and you say he's possessed by a demon. The Son of Man, on the other hand, feasts and drinks, and you say he is glutton and a drunkard and a friend of the tax collectors and the sinners. But wisdom is shown to be right by its results. Judgment from believers. Then Jesus began to denounce the towns where he had done so many of his miracles, because they hadn't repented of their sins. Well, because they didn't have eyes to hear and ears to hear, and turned to God. What sorrow awaits you, Chorazin or Bethsaida? For if the miracle, or Bethsaida, I think it's Bethsaida. Curious.
Bethsaida.
Okay. Bethsaida. For if the miracles I did in you had been done in wicked Tyre and Sidon, their people would have repented of their sins long ago, clothing themselves in burlap and throwing ashes on their head to show their remorse. I tell you, Tyre and Sidon will be better off on judgment day than you. And he has spoken like this before. The only thing I'm confused of, for John came, all the prophets and the law of Moses looked forward to this present time when Jesus was there. And if, in my opinion, and if you say, and if you are willing to accept what I say, he is Elijah. Okay. The one of the prophets said would come. Anyone with, okay. That's basically how it reads then. I wasn't sure that was how it was reading. And that's why I wanted to read it again. If you receive Jesus as Jesus, the Son of God, or God in the flesh, then you are receiving John as if he were Elias, a prophet. And until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. Well, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, that stoneth or killeth the prophets. They killed the prophets, and from the time for all, that's pretty much what we're talking about there, that they killed the prophets. For before John came, all the prophets and the law of Moses looked forward to this present time. That's verse 13. For all the prophets and the law prophesy. Okay, so he's saying John is simply another prophet because he made way for Jesus, making the way for Jesus, calling all. He was baptizing with water unto repentance. So he was making the way. So Jesus is, cheerfully and joyfully putting John in with the rest of the prophets, as he should be. Excuse me. And that's pretty much it, what that was. And out of one of them came forth a little horn. Now, this is the Antichrist. Okay, which waxed exceedingly great toward the south and toward the east and toward the pleasant land. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven. And it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host. And by him, the daily sacrifice was taken away. Now, this is getting into the abomination of desolation time. And the place of the sanctuary was cast down. That's the abomination of desolation. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression. And it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered. Practiced and prospered. Practiced.
Practiced.
Practiced. Okay. I don't know why I had such a problem with that. Yeah, I just can't read. I got brain fog. It's just, oof. I'm overly caffeinated and overly tired. Caffeine tells you that you're not tired, and my body's extremely tired, and it's 12:45 a.m. Sorry about that. Practiced and prospered. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto him that a certain saint which spake, how long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of the desolation? So it's the abomination of desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden under foot. See, this is what the Antichrist does when he returns to the dead. He appears in the Jewish temple, and to the remnant, to the Jews, it is still a holy place. And that's why Jesus calls it the holy place when he gives his end times prophecies. Like in Matthew 24, for instance, and I believe it is Luke 21 and Mark 13. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto them that certain saint which spake, how long shall the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden under foot? And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And it came to pass, when I, even I, Daniel, had seen the vision and sought for the meaning, then behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of the Uli, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. All right. Sorry, I'm so tired. Love y'all very much.